So business owners, the most important number in your business isn't necessarily the revenue you earn. It might be the gap between where your legal infrastructure was built for and where your business is operating right now. Now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to identify the legal decisions that accompany the stage that you're moving into before you arrive and discover what you were ready for. Now, if you want our growth stage readiness map, a milestone-based guide showing you the legal decisions that accompany each stage from solo operator through 10-person team, just drop growth below and I'll send it to you. My name is Ramesh Shetty. I'm the founder of Signal Lawyers and A&H law firm. We help business owners see the legal terrain ahead of them before they reach it so that when they get there, they're better prepared. Now, in these videos, you're going to get one thing you can use immediately in your decision making. So your business has been growing. Revenue's on the up. Your team has expanded. You might even be entering new markets or taking on bigger clients. Yet, your legal infrastructure, your contracts or employment practices, maybe even your corporate structure, hasn't really changed. It has stopped keeping pace because, frankly, growth happens a lot faster than decision making, especially when it comes to legal matters. The fact of the matter is the vast majority of business owners do what's called reactive legal maintenance. You're not really going to fix a problem you can't identify. So it's only when something breaks that you're going to fix it. You'll hire a lawyer, therefore, in response to a problem rather than to prevent one. Now, because of this approach, or because you're only hiring a lawyer when you've identified a problem exists, you're not really doing the updates to the legal structure that helps you identify these problems proactively, and so that you can deal with these problems in a far more cost effectively. And this is really where the compounding gap that most businesses face. So the fact of the matter is the reactive approach to using a lawyer means that the legal decisions that matter most at each stage aren't necessarily the ones that look urgent in the moment. They're the ones that needed to be placed before the stage began. So, for example, employment practices that need to comply with the Employment Standards Act, they are going to be very different once you hit a certain revenue threshold, let's say over $1 million. It's going to be different depending on headcount. You might even need changes to reflect contracts. Contracts of a certain size need insurance requirements, or they might need certain liability protections. By the time the reactive trigger hits, you're paying to fix something that should have been built as you go. So here's the growth stage legal framework. 3 legal checkpoints that accompany the vast majority of business transitions. Now, the first checkpoint is structure matching scale. So every time your business crosses a revenue threshold, let's say 100K, 500K, $1 million, 2 million, 5 million, etc., that's usually a sign that there needs to be changes in the way you conduct business. Typically, after 100K or 250K, you're going to be taking on 1 to 3 employees. There needs to be different types of agreements in place, for example. The structure that makes sense when you're a solo owner, when you're working by yourself, is going to be very different once you hit revenue over 500K. Now, this exercise does not need to be complex. It's usually a question you ask to your accountant or lawyer ahead of time and ask if this structure makes sense and what it is you do. The second checkpoint is contracts matching complexity. Now, as your deals get bigger, your client relationships get more significant, your standard agreements usually need to keep pace. So a contract template that might be appropriate for a $5,000 project is going to be very different for a $100,000 engagement. Not necessarily, but it might. Usually at the higher scales, there's going to be the use of restrictive covenants or restrictive conduct. There might be provisions around intellectual property. That's the reason why that when your contract sizes are bigger, you really need to be thinking about a lawyer to make sure that your standard contracts are kept up to date. The clauses that are going to protect you here, the liability caps, IP ownership, payment terms, they really need to be reflecting the type of work you do and the stakes of the work that you're doing for your customers. And then the last checkpoint is employment practices matching headcounts. Now, as I talked about earlier, every new hire is going to change your employment law obligations in Ontario. Certain Ontario ESA obligations only will apply when you have a certain amount of employees. So any HR policies that might be optional for 2 or 3 people are going to become legally required the more you scale up. And frankly, the termination exposure is going to grow the more employees you have on. This is the reason why you need to make sure that you have a standard form contract that's compliant with Ontario's employment law provisions around termination for cause. The time to align these practices is before your next hire, not after you have a workforce management problem. The last piece you've got to consider is that when you're looking at this overall frame of these checkpoints, you need to identify and recognize that the value of proactive legal risk management means that you're no longer discovering gaps when they break. You're really looking at it every time a meaningful threshold is crossed. Now, if you're running the framework at each stage, you're really enhancing your ability to identify problems and frankly squash bugs before they become really costly. And the best part of it is most of the work at each checkpoint doesn't necessarily need to require a lawyer to do a whole bunch of work. It just requires a targeted review, not really a complete rebuild, right? So if you have a standard form employment contract, you can just update the existing agreement. You don't need to redo the wheel, as it were. So if you want the growth stage legal readiness map showing exactly what legal decisions are accompanying every stage of growth, just drop growth in the comments below and I'll send it over to you. Again, you can use the map right now and identify the decisions that match where your business is at today. Chat soon. Cheers.